Thank you so much for being here today on Center Stage with us. We have Nicola Hartman, CEO of Sister Jose Women's Center, and she's here talking a little bit about some of the resources that are available to women who are currently living on the streets, that are just needing a place to come in often and cool out, or cool down, I should say, from the heat outside, or just to have a place where they're loved and they know that they can come in and be accepted. So do you mind telling us just a little bit more about the services that you're providing? And then also, if someone wants to get involved in volunteering, what might that look like for them?
Super. So, we definitely welcome women and, give them breakfast, whether it's a hot breakfast or a cold breakfast. And, if once they're leaving for the day, make sure they have a lunch so they have something to eat if they can't access other resources. So we go through a lot of water in the summer. So we're always welcoming donations of, Gatorade, anything with electrolytes, water bottles, sunscreen, and hats. In the summer, that's probably the most needed item, or those basic sun accessories, unfortunately. And then we, thrive and survive with volunteers. We have a very small staff, and our volunteers come in and help our guest access services. They welcome them at the door. They serve them breakfast, help in the kitchen to prepare meals for the evening, and help them select clothing, sometimes do arts and crafts with them in the afternoon during our cooling center time. So we're always needing more volunteers. I think we normally have about 15 volunteers every day. And we have people who pop in now and then, and people who come back to the center on a regular basis to help. And if someone's interested in volunteering, they can email us at volunteer@sisterjose.org to learn more. They can also visit our website, which is sisterjose.org, to learn more about applying and seeing what shifts are available.
And you said that on a typical morning, you may see around 100 women who come in, and then in the afternoons when it's hot, even more.
Well, so it's a little fewer in the afternoon because sometimes during the daytime in the morning, we may have someone who just got housed but doesn't have enough money to do laundry or eat. And so they're still very vulnerable. And in the afternoon, we shut it down and we make it only available to guests that are unhoused. And so we're seeing a lot of women, though, just a lot and more than we ever have before.
A lot of women who need a little bit of love and understanding and acceptance. And so it sounds like if someone wants to volunteer for something a little bit out of the norm, like if they know how to crochet and they want to teach women to crochet, it sounds like there could be opportunities to do things like that, or just to come and to talk to people and love on people and be a smiling face for them.
Yeah, that's exactly it. We do have a volunteer that comes in every Wednesday afternoon and is teaching quite a few women how to crochet. So that's fun. We've had other people color or do things. It really depends. We have one volunteer who reads to our guests. She has a little mini book club going on. So really our key, when volunteers go on vacation, which we let them do, we're always a little panicked because some days when we don't have enough volunteers, we have to shut down some of our services. And we never want to do that because we want our guests to know that they can come and count on us for help.
Yeah. If there are people that are interested in giving, you said waters are big, Gatorade or something with electrolytes, Powerade, similar drinks, and anything to keep you safe in the sun. hats and sunscreen. If they want to drop those items off and donate them to you, do they need to call ahead? Do they come during your open hours?
Anytime somebody shows up with water, somebody came in this morning and brought us 5 cases of water. It was huge. So we're at 1050 South Park, which is just north of 22nd Street. So if somebody shows up pretty much any time between 9 and 4 o'clock in the afternoon, there'll always be somebody there to say, yes, thank you. So all those things. But normal donation times are Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturday mornings. But again, we're not that strict about our donation.
And I know, just the way that things are today in the world, if you're making food for people, it typically has to be in a specific kitchen. So bringing homemade food probably is not a great idea. But if someone wanted to come in and that was what they wanted to do, is come make those breakfasts and lunch, is there opportunity for that as well?
Absolutely. We have, a huge need for people to help prepare food. We do oatmeal every morning and cut up fruit for our guests and boil eggs. So that is huge. And then we have a kind of a different crew that come in, show up about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and maybe they'll make dinner. And sometimes people will say, well, I can't make dinner, but can I bring in pizza or sandwiches? And absolutely, again, all those things. And we are very frugal. If we have leftovers, they get used. But all those things that really make a difference. We're always looking for the pop-top canned foods to give to our guests who are on the street. And, that's their meal. And having a pop-top can, they can access dinner that way. That really is good.
And things like snacks, can you take snacks, granola bars or, protein bars, different kind of walk away type snacks that they can take with them?
Absolutely. All of those kind of individual things. And sometimes someone will bring in big bags of potato chips. Well, we can put those into little bags. So all of those things, we are very fortunate. The community is very generous, and, the food changes because of our donations, but that's good. So people can always bring in food. Again, you're right. It can't be made at home, but they can come in and cook there if they want to do that too.
Yeah, it sounds like no matter what you're passionate about or no matter what your skills are, there is something that you could do, that you can volunteer and help out. And since this is a women's center, can men also volunteer? Are there any restrictions on where they can be?
A little bit. So obviously they may not be helping with clothing, but we have probably the majority of our chefs are male. In fact, I just left today, and Jim Murphy, who used to own Kingfisher Restaurant, was there making turkeys. So we have opportunities for male volunteers, cooking and helping. We have a donation center which needs sorting. So we welcome men. I think it's helpful for our guests to see that there are a lot of good men in the world. Yeah. Especially when they've been victimized. And, we deal with a lot of women who've been subject to domestic violence or violence on the streets, trafficking. So for them to see a nice man is a good thing.
Yeah, that sounds like it would make an impression. It would make a difference for them.
Yes.
And do you have any events that are coming up that you would like to talk about and invite our listeners to?
Absolutely. So August 8th, we are having kind of a coffee with the CEO just to talk about what's going on with homelessness in our community and nationally, and what we're doing as a community to help. So that is August 8th. It's going to be at Dedicated Bakery. And if someone is planning to attend, they just need to email us, let us know so we can make sure we have enough coffee. And they can email Emily at sisterjose.org to let us know that they'll be coming.
And if someone is working with another nonprofit that has possibly resources that could be helpful where you can partner together, would this be a good opportunity for someone to come and get to know you and get to know the team?
Absolutely. So this is the first time we're doing this, and so I'm hoping to see some friendly faces so I can share some information about that. But yes, I mean, we are very fortunate to partner with a lot of good nonprofits, and that's what's the best part about Tucson.
Yeah, there's a lot of people here who really care, and I think that a lot of people forget how easy it can be to make a difference. Sometimes we think, oh, I don't have a ton of extra money. I don't have, I don't have these huge skills. And so they just don't do anything. And, this is making it really easy. If you want to make a difference, if you want to help someone's day be just a little bit brighter, it can be as simple as a smile and welcoming them into the center, or, doing something that you enjoy and just spending that time with them so they know someone cares. It doesn't have to be a huge thing, just giving your heart and your time.
Right. People can volunteer once every now and then or on a regular basis. They can bring in a package of cookies for our guests, and water, a case of water goes a long way and is very much appreciated.
Well, and I will say that the grocery stores have had all kinds of sales on waters lately. So if you see that and you think, I don't need all this water, we know who does. So if you get it, you can pick up lots of water and drop it off for Sister Jose. They will take it.
We'll take leftover water for sure.
Thank you so much for being here today. Again, we had Nicola Hartman, the CEO of Sister Jose Women's Center. And if you are interested in getting involved, you can visit their website.
Yep, sisterjose.org, or email Emily at sisterjose.org also, or volunteer at sisterjose.org. So we answer the phone. We welcome you to stop in anyway.
Thank you for tuning into our show today. I'm so glad you could be here. If you'd like to learn more about Center Stage Nonprofits of Tucson, you can find us on social media at Center Stage Tucson, or reach out to us, centerstagetucson@gmail.com. I'd love to hear your comments or questions or get connected. We'll see you next week.